Okay, so this is my digital dump number 3, and I'm kind of going to be following some of the slides that we talked about earlier in class today, just because I think that they really do model like some of my thinking over the semester, or even just like my teaching career. What kind of teacher will I be? I think I've especially thought about this this semester just because I have loved my CT and we've gotten along really well together, but also she's a teacher that I really do agree with a lot of the things that she does and a lot of the different strategies she uses in the classroom. And it's been really nice for me to be in a classroom like that because they're all things I'm comfortable doing too. And something that has just stood out to me is that she is so caring and she's so genuine, and the students respect her and they listen to her, but they also know that they can come to her with just about anything. And so she works really well with all students and tries to figure out a plan for them. She's really understanding about a lot of different things, but again, like, she does have her expectations and the students know what those are. But also, I think above most, I just want to be energetic and I want to be enthusiastic and I want kids to be excited to come to my room. So those are just kind of some of the things off the top of my head that I really want to make sure I prioritize as I continue to teach. I really liked thinking about this question, the imagined role. So what did I imagine teaching would be like? And how did I see myself? And so I think it's kind of, this hasn't always been exactly my thought of it. I guess when I do think about elementary school, I think about a lot of the really fun things that we got to do. You just remember those as a student and you don't really realize everything your teachers are doing. But that's one thing that I've noticed kind of frustrates me too when talking to my friends or even sometimes family about like my career or my education. And a lot of people think that teaching is doing a lot of crafts and like fun things with kids and singing songs. And in a lot of ways, like, yeah, there are a lot of fun things you get to do in the classroom. But and you do get to use your creativity, but it's so much more than that. It's not, you don't have time. And I even think in my first practicum, we only had to teach one lesson, and that lesson had little cute manipulatives that the students could use. And that's not a bad thing, but I just realize now that it's not realistic to have that for everything, and that you're not always going to, you can for sure make it fun in other ways, but like, it's not just sit around and do arts and crafts, and it's very important. So that was one thing that was really fun for me to think about. And I think also just that the follow-up question was, how did teaching and learning this semester intersect with this imagined role? It's not that that's what I thought it was going to be or anything, but I think one thing I really didn't understand until this semester and maybe until the Connected Teaching Week was that there's not a lot of downtime. You really have to be prepared and on top of everything, and you do have to come in early and stay after, and there's a lot of little things that you do that really add up. So even during your plan time, you can't get everything done. It's just not possible. So there really is a lot of work that goes into it. And it's hard. Practice role, in what ways did your CT's image of teaching impact your teaching identity this semester? I kind of touched on that a little bit, but she used a lot of strategies that I really enjoyed throughout the classroom. I guess classroom behavior management, but then also like just how I want to be as a teacher. So she's always standing by the door. She's always greeting students. If they come in, she's always acknowledging them. And that's something that I really noticed. And her relationships with the students are really evident. It's evident that she has a positive relationship with each. And so that's something that's really cool for me to see as a practicum student and kind of an outside person. And also like just I've had CTs in the past where maybe they get a little frustrated, or their go-to strategy to getting their attention, or when they do get frustrated, is maybe like yelling at the students. And she really did a great job of showing me how I can react in those situations. that in a way I was comfortable in doing at least. And I really like this question too. Past, present, future, which statement do you agree with more? I am most interested in teaching in ways that reflect good teachers I have had in the past, or I'm most interested in teaching differently than I was taught. This is kind of like a 50-50, 60-40 even for me, but I think what keeps me going is the first statement. I am most interested in teaching in ways that reflect good teachers I've had in the past, especially in moments of frustration or maybe in moments that I'm feeling less confident. I can think about those teachers and how they reacted and what I remember from them and ways that I want to be like them. I think that both are important, and I think you take each with you, but I think that the first one, thinking about good teachers that I've had, is what really pushes me and keeps me going.